You are witnesses of these things. Faith, hope, healing. These three words beautifully characterize the scene that we've just heard from Luke's gospel, where the two disciples were discussing all that had happened on the road to Emmaus and how they recognized him in the breaking of the bread. And now how they were once again startled and terrified at this additional post-resurrection experience, even thinking that maybe they had seen a ghost. Of course, Jesus questions them as to why they are so disturbed. After once again showing them that he was in fact alive and in the flesh, he goes on, as we're told, to open their minds to the understanding of the Scriptures. And in doing so, Jesus provides the disciples and us with three things: a greater understanding for a grounding in faith, a strengthened sense of hope, and a starting point for ultimately bringing about healing for the trauma they had all experienced. In doing all this, Jesus wants to provide them and us with the basic components or elements that can make a difference in their lives. My friends, faith, hope, and healing are essential components of the Christian life. And like the earliest of Christians, including Jesus' first disciples, we too need to bring faith, hope, and healing into our world right now. And yes, this is a job for all of us. Many of you may have heard it stated that the word church is first and foremost a verb before it is a noun. Any church is an assembly of those who have been called, a people called to bring faith, hope, and healing to our world. And this has been especially so in the midst of the current coronavirus pandemic. Yes, the mission of the church is perhaps now more vital than it has ever been in our brief collective years on planet Earth. In our parish of St. Andrew, as followers of Jesus, we are all called to bring faith, hope, and healing to people right here in our little part of the world. But we cannot do it without your help. So how do we do it, huh? Let's consider these same three essential components. First, faith. As we continue to face the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, we need to stand strong in faith, knowing that Jesus is with us. And yet, there are so many who do not know this good news. Quite frankly, there is no better time to share the gospel message with the world than right now. With your help, our parish can continue to share the Eucharistic faith, which we love so dearly, with others, as we gather for Mass and continue to live stream our weekend liturgies. This, of course, is further emphasized in the ongoing planning and implementation of our faith formation and sacramental preparation programs, so necessary in our efforts to grow in the faith for which we are all called to hand on. Second is hope. Our community has been through hardship over these past 13 months. But like those first disciples found huddled together, we are a people of hope. By assisting those in need through our various outreach efforts in our parish, our weekly tithing, and many other parish-based programs, we extend that hope to others. But the parish clergy, staff, and committed core volunteers can't do it alone. With your help, my friends, and ongoing commitment, we can continue to bring the hope we need to others. And finally, healing. Jesus is the one who can calm the stormy seas. As his hands and feet, all of us, we are called to actively be Christ to one another through works of charity and justice as we continue to embark upon new ways to bring healing to those who have been wearied by upheavals and stresses in their lives in these recent months. With your help, we can continue to bring and promote healing, working toward a greater sense of normalcy for which we are all truly craving. During the last year, our parish, St. Andrew, has responded in so many ways to the ongoing pandemic. And for that, we should all be grateful, if not even a little proud. From the purchase of the audio-visual equipment to reach people in their homes through the live stream of the masses, an investment, by the way, that was not budgeted. From the phone calling program to the homebound, to the ongoing visits to the sick and continued offerings of the sacraments of baptism, Eucharist, confirmation, marriage, and reconciliation, as well as anointings, not to mention the many times we've rescheduled weddings and even had to defer funerals. Then there is the increased distribution of food and the hundreds of families that have been assisted through our outreach programs like St. Vincent de Paul, St. Martin de Porres, and through the multitude of efforts from our own Knights of Columbus. And through it all, we have managed to find creative ways for many ongoing opportunities to grow in our faith through our quickly adapting online faith formation programs, as well as the advancement in communications to keep all of us informed in very timely and efficient ways. Again, for which we have been so blessed. Also, perhaps worth mentioning, our latest accomplishment of becoming a vaccination site with 279 being vaccinated during our first event just this last weekend. There is so much to be grateful for. All of this has been accomplished thanks to the support of so many committed parishioners who work so hard to make St. Andrew the parish that it is. But we recognize that we cannot stop there. And so, with the recommendation and help of our Finance Council and Stewardship Council, today we are embarking on an offertory recovery program that we are calling, yeah, you guessed it, Faith, Hope, and Healing, to help our parish continue doing the great work it has been doing in the community, here in Roswell and beyond. You see, the truth is, the parish finances have also been affected, like so many households during the pandemic. And quite frankly, we have been operating in the red for several months. But we continue to move forward with faith and hope of a better future. It is our hope that this program will also help us budget for the next fiscal year and continuing forward. With all of this in mind, I invite each of you to join with our parish family in this much needed effort by responding to our Faith, Hope, and Healing program and a very special mailing that you'll be receiving this week. It's a good-looking mailing in both English and in Spanish, being mailed to every registered household within our parish. In announcing this new and vital program, as I was saying, we ask that each household please take the time to review the brochure and prayerfully consider how you and your family can help support our ministries, further our mission, and reinforce our future. In doing so, we will together demonstrate the faith, hope, and healing that we believe can only come from our loving God, who is Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Continued blessings for each of you and our parish family of St. Andrew.